Canberra, did they make your life better today? Well, no. In fact, these are the types of things that just today were the priorities of the upper house, the Senate, the House of Review.
It's Senator Bragg who Senator Cash referred to yesterday as Braggy. Braggy. I don't know whether it's Braggy with an IE or Braggy with a Y at the end.
And there is consideration of a motion moved by Senator Thorpe, and I call Senator Thorpe to move her motion. And just before you do that, Senator Thorpe, may I remind you that the message stick is fine to have in the Senate, but the procedure is that you advise me and the Deputy Clerk of your intention to bring a message stick into the House.
But while they wasted a lot of time, there was a medical miracle. Now, Nick McKim is a senator for the Greens, and he was in the parliament today wearing a mask. Now, I don't know whether it's COVID or something else that he was trying to keep inside, but there was a medical miracle, because when the point being made by one of his colleagues was right, he was suddenly cured. Pay attention to the bottom left of your screen, or whichever way, bottom left.
You can't make some stuff up in politics. But what about this? The last parliament, we saw Labor coming up with a million reasons why they couldn't do anything on public housing. Well, they couldn't help people out on rents, they couldn't do anything, they couldn't build public housing, and they kept saying, oh, it's all the Greens' fault for not supporting their crap bills. So then this parliament, they start with a public housing bill. So well done, Labor. Well done. You bring a public housing bill into the chamber, you push it through the lower house, and do you know what public housing they're building?
What is it?
They're building public housing for US troops under AUKUS. That's their public housing bill.
He has been cured, my friends. All he had to do was have a go at AUKUS. All he had to do was make a point against the war parties. I am cured, baby. Seriously? Sick enough that he had to wear that in the eye, but then, whoof, a man cured before our very eyes. But what else did they do today? And as always, in between all of those other things, the Senate today united to kill any sort of a debate and any sort of a discussion about the types of definitions that are inside the laws of this country when it comes to men and women. And guess who was one of the main people who was blowing up about what Alex Antic and others were trying to do today, trying to focus on two genders?
I move that the following bill be introduced, a bill for an act to amend the Sex Discrimination Act 1984 and for related purposes.
We know exactly what Senators Antic and Canavan are up to here. They are introducing a bill that they want to use to provide a platform for transphobic people in our community to punch down on transgender Australians and in particular on trans kids.
I'm telling you, the man is cured. The man is cured. All he has to do is be standing up for the little people's rights. And off comes the mask. No debate. No move to the second question whatsoever. Because, of course, there were much more important things for Canberra to be focused on today, none of which changed your life. Maybe their health, but not your life.